Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. I am Karen Fernandez from BPA-4A, and my policy entitled Parental Involvement, Prioritizing the Children's Policy. About the information, parental involvement refers to an educational practice related to the development of children carried out through the actions of their parents. This practice includes direct and indirect interactions with children. Most of parents didn't know what children really need is, and some of parents only focus on their own. It's their responsibilities as parents to prioritize their children's needs and to make sure that they are safe in all circumstances. In fact, children need to be protected at all times. In the community of Barangay Mabini Malalag, Davao del Sur, particularly in my neighborhood, I noticed that some children have been neglected by their parents. Example includes the children still skipping around in the middle of the night, not studying properly, drinking alcohol at a young age, and occasionally sleeping in other houses without that any matter na kailangan dyan matulog dito. Even though they have their own houses to rest, parents have to be responsible because it's their responsibility to raise and watch over the kids. Therefore, according to the law, the parents have failed in their responsibility if their minor child and adolescent under the age of 18 harms someone else. If that child have been watched over and educated properly, the bad things or something bad would not happen. When the parents proven that they did not care their children, for example, they did not prioritize their children in right way, they will report to the barangay. And then barangay will help through creating seminars, symposium, and programs about parental involvement. This policy will give benefits to everyone, not for the parents and children, but all the community who live in Barangay Mabini. This policy will give understanding to each and everyone how important parental involvement and having a connection between the parents and their children to avoid conflicts with others, because some people will get accused or judge that parent why their children are like that. That's why creating this policy about parental involvement will be help the children to grow with love and care of their parents. It helps the children develop into grown-ups with sufficient foundation for success in whichever career they choose in the future. About the issues, in my observation shows some young children in my neighborhood who still require parental care are just left in other home to sleep and even eating, even if they have their houses and their parents are no longer looking for them. This problem still existing today, which is why I came up with this policy. It describes actions that everyone should take to avoid letting go their children as much as possible, since when something horrible occurs to them, then the parents become even more awful. Kay usa ka ginikanan is sa ilaha ra gyapon padulong ang problema if ever na mahitabo nga dili maayo sa ilang mga anak. Now proceed to the impacts. Their relationship may be strengthened and they could receive emotional support if this plan of action encourage more interaction and conversation between parents and kids. Parents become more aware of their children's growth and development. This can assist parents in making decisions about their children's education, action, and behavior. The impact of parental involvement policies is challenging and depending on the number of issues. They can have positive as well as negative impacts on children and their parents. Such policies must be well throughout and adaptable in order to taken into consideration different families, family circumstances and needs. Additionally, legislation might guarantee that society requires protection in place to secure children's well-being when parents don't prioritize their children. This initiative aims to provide children with a safe and encouraging environment in which they can develop as individuals. So, the implications. When legislation support policies about prioritizing children, the government typically implements rules and regulations to ensure that the best interests for children are put first. First, this could cover a range of issues such as welfare, education, healthcare, and protection from harm. The main objective is to provide children with a safety environment with the love of their parents so they can grow and develop to the fullest of their potential when the time is right or when they are getting older. And specific regulation may vary from the country or region to other or even within a single community. Now the imperatives. It's just pitiful to see them not being taken care of well. So it's necessary to implement this policy so that parents can learn and know how important the connection between a parents between the connection between a parent and their children. Because the time will come if what they learn and experience today, they will carry it in the future. That's why it's important for the parents to learn and know how important the connection between a parent and children. Because this legislation will make it possible to develop a program for kids and parents about the importance of the parental involvement is. It's important to note that parental involvement is generally beneficial. They can be valid reasons why some parents cannot participate actively, such as work obligation or family circumstances. In such cases, policies should aim to be inclusive and considerate of diverse family situations. Efforts to engage parents should be flexible and accommodating to ensure the safety, love, and the support they receive of the children because it will be part of their success. And for now, the model that I found out is the parental involvement prioritizing the children's policy. It doesn't fit neatly into a single category like the utility model, state agency model, or third-party model. Instead, it seems to be a combination of elements from different models. It's likely involves a partnership between schools, parents, and potentially external organizations which would make it a hybrid of the state agency and third-party models. The policy likely seeks to engage parents in fostering positive behavior in children, which typically involves collaboration, schools, and families, making it distinct from a traditional utility model. So, that's for my policy again, parental involvement prioritizing the children's policy.